The amazing trader can be used in many ways. Its levels alone are quite amazing. The patterns it formed, quote, are quite amazing. But what I'm focusing in on is what I consider to be our highest probability trading pattern, which is called the AT ladder pattern. In this video, I am going to show you in, as I mentioned, plain talk, what is an AT ladder. I'm going to describe an AT ladder in plain talk, in layman's terms. So you'll be able to envision what you see here and apply it to a chart. Now imagine you have a ladder with no rungs here. And we get the first rung here. Maybe you put your foot down here, you wait for the second rung. Now we have 2 rungs. We don't know how high this ladder is going to go until we see how many rungs are going to go. But as each rung is added, you get closer and closer to moving towards the top. You got 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. Here's a 5th rung. Now, if you don't catch the first and climb on here, you can climb. You can take a step stool and climb anywhere along the pathway up, and put your foot on a rung. As long as we keep building rungs to the upside, there's momentum to the upside, and you're climbing higher and higher in search of a top. There's no reason to look for a top until there's a reason to do so. And once you reach a top, similarly, there are no rungs on the downside. And as each rung is added, you start to climb down the ladder. So if you think of charts in terms of a ladder, you'll understand how to trade with, quote, the momentum, with no reason to get off until you see a reason to do so. So let's take a look at a chart with a ladder on it. These red lines are from the Amazing Trader. Imagine this is the bottom of the ladder I just showed you. As each rung is added, momentum is building to the upside. The higher you go, the closer you'll eventually get to a top. But as I said, there's no reason to guess at a top until you see this market, these red lines stop building to the upside and blue lines take over to the downside. That's the basis of the AT ladder pattern and the AT ladder strategy. It's all explained in the strategy course. I've shown it many times how to trade it. But when you look at a chart like this, envision this. All you're doing is climbing a ladder. And as long as these rungs keep building, your footing is intact and the market will continue, or in this case, you'll continue climbing up the ladder or down the ladder as the case may be. So that's an AT ladder. That's what an AT ladder is. It's all explained in the strategy course, how to use it, how to trade. But when you look at a chart like this, of course, any time frame, any currency, just imagine the market is climbing a ladder, as I showed you in this chart in this picture over here.